Hi there, everyone. It's Hazel here from South Africa. Here we are. Is it Woeful Wednesday because it's the end of the challenge day after tomorrow? I don't think so. Anyway, here we are. And I wonder what we're going to find in the forest. Let's have a look-see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by painting the background, which is not terribly exciting, as you well know. A little bit of sky and a little bit of ground. For the sky, I've got the cerulean blue again, because that is beautiful for this kind of thing. So let's just add, I want to start it off very pale. I don't want it to be too bright, because it's very much in the background. So let's wipe a bit of this off. And we'll have another look at that. Much better. Okay. I'm going to go too far down the page either, because I think we're going to be looking at the forest floor, don't you? I reckon that's where all the excitement will be coming from. Now that is a little bit dark, so let's test the wet wipe theory. Okay, let's give this a bit of a wipe. Oh, maybe I left it a little bit too long before I tried to wipe it off. Okay, no problem. I will just add a little bit of gesso. Dab of gesso. And we're away. How are we doing? That's better. A little bit more. And there we have it. That's definitely better for a forest sky, as far as I'm concerned anyway. There we go. And while that is drying, let me add a little bit of ground. Little touches of brown and green in here, which is fine because As I said, this is the background. And then we just fade up into the blue. And I think that will be perfect. So I've used this very twiggy stencil again because it's so bushy and it's actually very effective. So I've put that in, and I've decided that in the forest we're going to find a very, very special little bird. It's going to be a fantasy fowl of the forest. So that's the start of him there. But in the meantime, I'm going to put leaves all the way through. Fortunately, I've got a paintbrush that's giving me the right shapes. And so here we are, Wednesday, the final Wednesday of Feb. I think we've had a lovely collab, don't you? It's been so much fun. There we go. I've already got plans afoot for next month. I'm possibly going to be taking up a challenge with Amethyst Raven and her people. She's very interesting lady, and they've got a very interesting challenge happening. So I will put some details into my description of this video, because off the top of my head, of course, I can't remember much about it, except that it's fascinating because it's dealing with old words, I think we could call them, strange old descriptions of things that are not very often used anymore. So that's something I love. You know, I love words, and I love strange words. Like discombobulated. That's still one of my favorites. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. You can almost see somebody who's being discombobulated, just totally confused, tottering around in ever decreasing circles and wondering what on earth is going on. Here we go. Right, I'll be carrying on with this and getting all the leaves done and putting down any other little interesting details in the forest floor. But we will be coming back to this very shortly. Right, I've been quite busy, as you can see. I'm not quite finished yet. I'm just doing the final little details on here, but I'm rather enjoying my fantasy fowl of the forest. He's going to be even more embellished by the time I finish playing with him. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I've used a lot of gold pen, and I'm putting an awful lot of detail down where I am playing with the feathers and putting little black spots on each individual feather. You know, I remember when we were down at the beach in December, and I took those lovely photos of the forest guinea fowl, and they had the most amazing plumage. I must actually get down to doing my little travel journal for that trip, so that I can put the guinea fowl in, and at the same time I can copy some of their patterns, because they really are rather gorgeous. Oh, there we go, Spotty, you're looking rather good now. I just want to put some gold in the feather trims, because I think it's rather cool. I must say I'm so enjoying this discovery of being able to make fantasy gardens and fantasy animals and other little critters. For me, this is the ultimate art gold. It's absolutely fabulous. I'm so happy that I have discovered it, you know, and that I am being able to use it, to put it to such good use, because I have so many plans now, I tell you what. There, I think that's the best. Now I'm going to hold him up, because you have to get the, there we go. You see how he glows. He really is quite a fabulous little fantasy fellow, is he not? You see, we've got 2 bees and a little snail at the bottom here, and the ladybug in the middle. So it's not as spectacular as I assumed it was going to be, but I think just a little bit more work on the detail and it'll be fine. So we will come back when I've done that. Right, we had a little bit of a hiccup there. I was finishing off here and edging everything and chatting away, and realized I'd forgotten to switch on the sound again, to switch on the video. But never mind. I've edged, I've gone over the base here, just darkened it a little bit. I've gently kind of outlined the little bird to make him easier to see. Put some white onto the petals of these little blue flowers, and they've popped right out. It said hello. And then I've edged the page with the brown ink, just to finish it off. So there, I think we've done it. Let me lift this a little so you can have another look at old forest fowl. And if you have enjoyed this, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And incidentally, thanks to my 149 subscribers so far, I really appreciate your joining up with us. And don't forget your comments. I do appreciate your comments. I'm getting such lovely comments from you guys. It's been so much fun. So much fun. Anyway, until Friday, when we'll be back with the finale, here's wishing you warmth if you're in a cold climate, coolness if you're in a hot climate, and wherever you are, be safe. And until we meet again, which, like I said, will be Friday, bye bye.